47. Terrifying ocean facts. Start the counter. 1. Rogue waves are massive freak waves that can appear in the deep sea with no prior warning, with recorded heights as big as 100 feet or more. 2. The deepest known part of the ocean is the Marianas Trench at 35,797 feet, but light cannot reach past even 656 feet, which means most of the ocean exists in total darkness. 3. Only 5% of the ocean has actually been explored by mankind. 4. It is estimated that 91% of ocean species have yet to be classified. 5. Underwater volcanoes can create temperatures as high as 750 degrees Fahrenheit, allowing for unique life to thrive near them. 6. The largest animal ever to live currently exists in our oceans. It is the blue whale. 7. The Bermuda Triangle is not so much the mystery as it once was, as a perfect zone of horrific incidents due to its location in the Gulf Stream, causing violent weather and periodic methane eruptions. 8. An ancient shipwreck that sank circa 65 BC protected a skeleton over 2,000 years old over the coast of Greece in just one case. 9. But it is estimated that there are at least 3 million shipwrecks at the bottom of the ocean. 10. Underwater rivers, like the one at the bottom of the Black Sea, is a current that flows at 4 miles per hour, which could suck in an unwary passenger. 11. Riptides are offshore currents likely to affect swimmers by sucking them away from shore, exhausting them as they try to return, frequently drowning. If caught in one, swimming and floating alongside the shore until out of the current is a safer way to avoid death. 12. Every year, large amounts of great white sharks leave their ample feeding ground off the coast of California to meet en masse in a barren ocean region halfway to Hawaii, perhaps for a feeding event or mating purposes, but scientists cannot confirm why the great whites gather here. The amount of viruses present in the ocean outnumbers the stars in our galaxy, and most of these viruses do not impact humans. Yet. 14. 1 millimeter of coastal water can contain up to 10 million viruses alone, many of which play vital roles in the ecosystem. 15. Permanent whirlpools exist. The world's largest is Norway's Maelstrom of Saltstraumen, existing in a small 2,000 to 3,000-year-old strait with one of the world's strongest tidal currents, causing a pool that reaches 33 feet in diameter and 16 feet in depth. 16. If Mount Everest were placed at the bottom of the Marianas Trench, the peak would be 1.2 miles below the water's surface. 17. The loudest sound to ever be recorded is the bloop, heard from 3,000 miles away in 1997. For years, the case eluded scientists who theorized a massive animal could have made it, but it was later confirmed that the sound came instead from a massive iceberg cracking or scraping on the bottom of the seafloor. 18. Over 90% of Earth's volcanic activity happens in the ocean. 19. Which would explain the largest mountain range in the world, the mid-ocean range at over 40,000 miles. 20. While shark attacks on humans are relatively uncommon, there are over 1,000 known species of shark to fear. 21. It is estimated that by the year 2050, over 30 cities will be underwater. 22. Which city would be the first to join Atlantis? The fastest sinking city with a population of over 10 million is Jakarta, but other cities on the list include Miami, Tokyo, and New York. 23. The biggest ship to ever be lost at sea disappeared in the Devil's Sea, the Pacific equivalent of the Bermuda Triangle. The MV Derbyshire was overwhelmed by Typhoon Orchid in 1980, 200 miles off the coast of Okinawa, killing all 42 of the crew on board. 24. The Bermuda Triangle has a sister, the Devil's Sea, similarly thought to be haunted by paranormal, or at least poorly understood, activity. 25. The ocean's greatest waves actually happen below the surface, between fluids with different densities, and have been recorded to be 650 feet tall and travel thousands of miles. 26. The pressure at the bottom of the Marianas Trench is equivalent to an average-sized woman holding 48 jumbo jets. 27. Only 3 people have visited the Marianas Trench, compared to the 12 who have walked on the moon. And you likely already know one of the Marianas explorers, James Cameron. 28. In case you thought all you had to do was reach the shore to avoid U.S. authorities, think sink again. U.S. territory expands 200 nautical miles away from shore. 29. Normal waves are created by wind or tide, but tsunamis are generated by seismic activity, which was first noticed and recorded as early as 426 BC by Greek historian Thucydides. 30. Some tsunamis can only be inches tall, but can travel at speeds of 500 miles per hour. 31. The 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and subsequent tsunami is believed to be the deadliest in modern times, killing approximately 230,000 people. 32. Japan's location on the Earth's crust has given it the longest recorded history of tsunamis, the most alarming in recent memory being the 2011 Tohoku quake and tsunami that caused the Fukushima nuclear reactor to melt down multiple times, release hydrogen explosions, and radioactive contamination. 33. Up to 1,382 shipping containers are lost at sea annually. Shipping containers that could potentially be holding sulfuric acid, explosive devices, or even a child playing hide and seek. 34. Like the Bermuda Triangle, the legends of the Devil's Sea go back centuries, but are also thought to actually be caused by methane explosions that can quickly sink a ship without a trace, or the disappearing and reappearing islands due to volcanic activity. 35. The most remote point on Earth, 1,670 miles from any land, is called Point Nemo, named after the character from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. 36. Riptides account for over 80% of surf beach rescues by lifeguards. 37. By the year 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish per weight. 38. Because of all the millions of shipwrecks, there are more historical artifacts in the ocean than all of the world's museums combined. 39. There is a sunken city off the coast of Cuba discovered in 2001 through sonar imaging that appears to consist of symmetrical and geometric stone structures that look like an urban center, but scientists have been unable to reach a conclusion about what these structures are. 40. For those who wish to be buried at sea, an underwater graveyard off the coast of Florida exists called Neptune Memorial Reef, where cremated remains are mixed into cement, molded, and carefully placed on the ocean floor by a diver. 41. 41. Most sinkholes, like the Great Blue Hole of Belize, formed on dry land in a previous ice age where the ground collapsed from water eating away limestone over 400 feet deep, and houses deposits that can provide evidence of low mineral deposits that would explain the potential drought that ended the Mayan civilization. 42. Dean's Blue Hole in the Bahamas is the deepest sea hole at 663 feet, which would fully submerge Seattle's Space Needle. 43. With practically a limitless amount of species to discover, some of the strangest discoveries of the ocean since 2020, like the shape-shifting whalefish, whose three-stage life appearances are so different they were believed to be unrelated until recently. The maturing process in females is thought to be one of the most extreme any vertebrate undergoes. 44. One species, the big fin squid, discovered in 1998, has had less than 20 confirmed sightings since then. It's known for its incredibly long and spindly tentacles and legs, which are difficult to tell apart. It is the deepest swimming squid ever recorded. 45. Why do deep-sea creatures look so demonic, like the newly found and unnamed blood-red Poralia jellyfish? Red animals have evolved along the seafloor because they appear black, reflecting zero light back toward potential predators. 46. Why fear sharks when death by jellyfish occurs at a rate 5 times higher than any shark attack? 47. Some scientists believe the prehistoric version of this animal, the real-life kraken, would kill dinosaurs and arrange the skeleton in an artistic pattern, the reasoning of which is unknown.